Who the fuck thought of this shit, bro? Who was like, looked at a Down syndrome person, I'm gonna make everybody try to fuck that. What the hell? What are you even on, bro? What's good with y'all niggas, man? She faked having Down syndrome to promote her OF. Let's get into it, bro. That's a crazy fucking title, honestly, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Faking having Down syndrome. For this to be a profitable OF, that just means there have to be some of you weird ass down bad niggas who are willing to pay a whole bunch of money for this, bro. Under the prison.
Now, I've talked about this on this channel plenty of times and on many other platforms. The gooning epidemic is gone totally south.
Nah, it's crazy, bro. Niggas out here being like Christopher Columbus, bro, discovering new fetishes and shit every day, bro. Like, nigga, we were not, as a species, meant to see this much bunda, bro. Like, this much bunda was not meant to be laid. Our eyes were not meant to lay upon this much bunda, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. And, like, especially not this young, bro. This shit is crazy, man. Like, we're not heading towards a dystopian society, but we're on the same street that's heading the direction down that dystopia. Like, I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like, we're at a very interesting time in life, bro, because the internet has made things very unnatural, and this is the only generation where we've been exposed to this much technology at a mass scale, bro. Like, a lot of the time the wealthy were the only ones who would have access to that technology, and now it's like, bro, I saw Maasai warriors in East Africa having iPhones. That's how I know, like, oh yeah, bro, this shit is cooked. This shit is so cooked, bro.
Whether it be Bonnie Blue or Lily Phillips with their extreme OF fantasies, or that one dude that's on TikTok or Twitter right now ranking past performers and talking about them as if he's like the Stephen A. Smith of the gooning community.
You're delusional if you can't see how OnlyFans has ruined the league, just like NIL in college. There's potential to make more money, but athletes are completely avoiding real competition and unknowingly ruining their own development. It's even keeping the top performers from going pro.
But the people who are constantly looking for...
Was this nigga just talking like... That nigga was talking like... Hell nah, boy. Hell nah, boy. You over here giving stats? You over here giving ball knowledge about porn stars and OF shorties, bro? Nah, that's crazy, bro. That's actually crazy.
Pornography online have truly gotten out of hand. And what's even worse is that the people who are providing and supplying the pornography have also gotten out of pocket. We've seen the ones that have played into the video game fetishes. We've seen the ones who have played into the, I don't know, the anime fetishes and all that stuff like that. But there is a new fetish out there for the gooning community that totally takes the cake in all of this.
Bro, like, my guy, no, bro, this is not okay. This is not okay. How do you even fake having Down syndrome, bro? This has to be some type of filter, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, bro, this isn't right. This isn't right, bro. This is like... And you know what? I know some of y'all niggas will still hit, bro. That's the craziest part. Like, this, as crazy as this is only a thing because there's a market for it. Because some of you niggas are just way too creative, bro. That's just it. Y'all are just way too creative, bro. Y'all just be out here thinking about any and everything, bro. Just, oh my God, just conjuring shit up, bro. What the fuck is this? This shit is like wrong in biblical proportions, bro. If she's down. Nah. Homosexual now. Nah. Jennifer Lopez is crazy. Straight out of nah, bro. She can handle my special needs. Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Some of y'all niggas are just wrong, bro. Y'all are just nasty, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all need help. This is sick. Yo, this is not okay.
are reaching for a 7 out of 46. Hola, como estas, damn syndrome. I didn't know they started making them like this.
Yo! Yo! That nigga said I didn't know they started making them like this, bro. What's the OR? Nah, bro. You one of them, bro. He's one of them, bro.
We all are linked, she might be down, but something is definitely up.
Man, what the hell is this? There's been a recent trend that's emerging
sick.
and people are finally sniffing it out. But these people are using AI, something that we've talked about, and digitally.
I knew it had to have been like an AI filter or something, bro. Cause like, I know that it can't be that many of them. And like, but plus the shit said faked. You feel me? Like, how do you fake having Down syndrome without AI filters, bro? AI is getting way too crazy nowadays, bro. Like, AI has been able to do some outlandish shit, bro. Like, I can't even speak on this channel on some of the outlandish shit that I've seen AI do, bro. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro.
Altering their face to put Down syndrome-esque people over their face, you know, doing a full-on face swap, AI, whatever it's called, deep fake. I don't even, it's disgusting to even talk about, but they are putting out goon and goon-like material on top of that AI face, that disgusting ass behavior.
Knows I get my pimp. Wait.
This is
Nah, bro. This is not okay. This is just wrong. This is just absolutely wrong, bro.
one of the most disgusting things that I have ever seen on social media. There are women out there that are using filters and AI to make it appear as if they have Down syndrome just so they can sell more subscriptions to their OF account. Now, I don't know if they're stealing content or using their own, but why in the world does this filter even exist in the first place?
Like that's what I'm saying, bro. Why? Why do you niggas even find this attractive? I'm not saying that like people with Down syndrome are ugly, but I'm saying that they shouldn't be fetishized, bro. Like this is kind of weird, bro. This is actually really disgusting on so many levels, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
And how sick in the head do you have to be to actually do this? And what type of pervert sicko actually goes and subscribes?
Now, what I will say, the link from Down Cheery Girl has been taken down. She no longer has an Instagram account, but I'm pretty sure another one will pop up in a couple of days. But why? Why this? Who could be so deviously creative in order to come up with some sort of shit like this? And also, did y'all know that Joey Swole was like 4'11"? That has nothing to do with the...
Wait, what? No fucking way.
Some sort of shit like this. And also, did y'all know that Joey Swole was like 4 foot?
No fucking way, bro. Cause Conor McGregor is already 5'0", bro. So Joey Swole nah, bro. Nah, bro. This is crazy. This is blowing my mind, bro. This is actually blowing my mind, bro. I mean, type shit. You feel me? Type shit, bro. Feel me? Work is work, man. Work is work, bro. Like, damn. I was not expecting that. I was expecting him to be like 6'2", something like that, bro. You feel me? Like, I knew the nigga wasn't 6'8" or nothing, bro, but like, that's crazy.
11. That has nothing to do with the conversation, but I just had to put that out there. Now, I'm not saying that people with Down syndrome can't have sex or be a part of this type of community or whatever the case may be. Like, if somebody that seriously had Down syndrome would start to participate in some sort of sexual activity, sex work or whatever, I think all of it is a little crazy.
It is crazy. It is very crazy. The Down syndrome person trying to do it is kind of wild. Regular people trying to do OnlyFans is kind of wild. You feel me? So Down syndrome people doing it is definitely kind of fucking wild, bro. And then the people subscribing to it are fucking insane. Like, bro. Jesus Christ. This is not okay, bro. This is literally not okay.
But that's their body, that's their choice. They're doing what they do. But this is clear manipulation of somebody's face that doesn't have Down syndrome to put somebody who does have Down syndrome on top of their face in order to sell goon-like material. The fetishization community has gotten super out of control.
And motherfuckers will be like, don't kink shame. No, nigga, you should kink shame. Some of y'all niggas need to be shamed.
These are taboo things that people talked about on the fringes. It doesn't just stop with them, but every community has some sort of kink and fetish about them now. I see these POV, you're dating X, Y, and Z type of person, and it's all a bunch of stereotypes that are playing on these grown-ass men's goon obsessions in order to get cash and dollars out of them. Like literally putting stereotypes that arguably don't exist in these communities on these types of women because they know that men are just overly and dangerously horny.
Baby, where'd you put it?
Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it be the dudes, bro. It be the dudes. It should be working because of y'all niggas, bro. Y'all niggas can't control your fucking urges, bro. And these hoes are just cashing in on it, bro. They're really business women on the low, bro. Y'all niggas are just... Y'all are the method, bro. Y'all are just the method. I don't know what else to say.
Did you just call me?
Baby.
Amor, how many times I gotta tell you I don't like to get called baby, babe, pumpkin, sweetheart, smooches, sweetie. I'm Latina. I want you to call me mamacita.
This is kind of racist. I think, I mean, hey, bro, you pushing stereotypes against yourself, gang. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I ain't in your community, though, bro, so, you know, it is what it is.
Mami hermosa, preciosa, mi reina, mi princesa. ¿Dónde vas tan hermosa hoy? Chulada, mamacita, bebé, bombón. Understood?
Sí, bombón.
Okay, gracias, papi.
De nada, mamisita.
Now in situations like that, this person
That was so fucking corny, bro. Like, that was literally so fucking corny, dog.
is an actual Latina, so she can use her identity in order to, you know, drum up some more views and content and stuff like that. I think it's
That ain't weird to you, though?
weird. I think a lot
I
of
was
people
about to say, that shit kind of weird, bro. Like, that don't make you feel just, like, a little off? I don't know. In my community, though, man.
community would find it weird. I think that this is even worse. Like this, you could be a sex worker here, and then playing into these fetishes and stereotypes and all these other things brings you down just a couple.
Yeah, bro. I was about to say, like, you're just like, you're an odd human being. That's just what it makes you, really and truly.
Notches. And not saying that sex workers are on any... Look, I don't even want to get into that. If you are a sex worker fetishizing yourself for other people who aren't inside your community and, you know, trying to play on these stereotypes, that's weird. That's disgusting. That's...
It is weird, bro. Like, I feel like we gotta be comfortable with calling shit weird again, bro. A lot of people aren't comfortable with calling shit weird. And that's why we have an epidemic of people running rampant doing really odd shit, bro. Because we don't shame motherfuckers enough, bro. We don't point at niggas and be like, shame, shame. We don't do that shit anymore, bro. We need to go back to doing that shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
That's disgusting. That's gross. But an even bigger problem is when these people are putting on these fake personas like the Down syndrome gooner content in question, in which they don't live these actual lives. These are AI digitally deep faked images, you know, putting on this face or persona or personality or whatever, and then putting sexually explicit conversations on there. I think people are so gooned out because these used to be like back of the bus type conversations or questions that people would ask in their group chat. Not to the extent of like Down syndrome, although I know some people get that crazy, but to the extent of, oh, would you date somebody with one arm, or would you date somebody who had a shaved head, or whatever the case may be. When we got to the point of would you smash somebody with Down syndrome, I have no clue. But this isn't even something that is on people's mind. But because men are so gooned out in 2025, just the thought of putting some sort of woman and then the idea of having sex with them, like objectifying them in a sexual manner, automatically turns them on to an experience that they never thought they were. I know it's going to be a crazy connection, but every time you see a celebrity do some outrageous thing where they have, I don't know, crazy sex parties, and the average civilian...
I mean, I feel it, bro. Like, a lot of people that have these fetishes, bro, they're just going for experiences, bro. They don't even like the shit that they're doing anymore at some point, bro. They're just doing it for the experience of doing it. They don't like the person they're doing it with. And, like, I can't even say they're doing it with, because at some point they just start doing these things to somebody, not even with them, to somebody, bro. Like, a lot of these fetishes get very, very dark at some point, bro. But like, hey, bro, it's two consenting adults, bro. You feel me? They doing what they doing, bro. But it's like, when you start to broadcast it and even advertise it for more people to come into that community, then it becomes a little problematic for society. But you know, there's a dilemma where it comes to being like, the people who are viewing it, I guess is their choice whether they want. Hey, bro, I don't know. I don't like it at all. I think it's a very odd thing. I think it's a very disgusting, weird thing to do to a group of people who have a disability that hinders their life, like the way they live life. It's a really disgusting thing to do, man. Like, I don't know. Like, at one hand it's like, yes, consent, but on another hand it's like, you are just a very despicable person. Like, all parties involved are just very despicable, to be very honest with you.
And it's like, oh, how could this happen? This is exactly how stuff like this happens. A regular person isn't even thinking about stuff like this, but when presented,
like, no, they're not. This shit should not even come across your mind. I don't even know how this idea presented itself, bro.
In this hypersexual world, that reality, automatically their penis becomes hard and they automatically turn their goon receptors on to level 3000.
Like, bro, what the fuck? Where do you even have to be for this to be even remotely, like, appetizing to you? Let me use that word.
Even if it's for something that is fake, which
or arousing, rather. Yeah.
I gotta remind you, this AI Down syndrome filter is fake.
This woman might look like she has Down syndrome, but she doesn't. It's an AI filter. Videos have been taken from
bro, that's crazy.
The account of a 16-year-old girl and used to make a fake profile of someone with Down syndrome. Text used on the videos is sexual, and the profile contains a link to OnlyFans, a subscription website.
So it's not even the girl who did it, bro. It's just a random person. Bro, that makes it so much worse, bro. Because if it's not even the girl who did it, bro, she's just a victim, bro. Like, shorty's just a straight victim, bro. That's crazy.
Site where users can pay for things like explicit images, and this is just one example. We've seen multiple accounts on Instagram, some with tens of thousands.
Bro. Bro, this is not okay, bro. This is really not okay, bro.
Of followers, all using these filters and linking out to accounts on OnlyFans.
I promise y'all I'm learning this out in real time with you guys. So not only
this shit is not okay, bro.
Is it the fetishization of people with disabilities? Not only is these AI generated images, but this is also somebody stealing somebody's content. And not just somebody underage. The person on the other end of this that's watching this content is a real perv.
And like, it was a 16-year-old girl, bro. It was a minor. It wouldn't have made it better if it was like an adult, but like, that was a minor, bro. That's a double homicide, bro. That's crazy.
The person providing this literally deserves a jail time. They know what they're doing. They know that they're trying to pass this off as some sort of adult that's making some sort of decision making, but also keeping that power dynamic in check and, you know, letting the viewer know that you still have some power because this is somebody disabled that can't make these decisions.
Like, whoa, that's crazy.
This is wrong on
so many levels, bro.
So many levels. There's so many layers to this conversation now. Whoever this is needs their IP address leaked and then put on a,
like, they actually need to be doxxed, bro. Like, for real.
A list, because there's no way that they can be this money hungry to the point where, like, they are just so morally disturbed that they will put this shit out. Like, I really can't even fathom what I'm looking at. And I know the people that are a part of the community with Down syndrome, those that have special needs, obviously have to be pissed off about stuff like this, because this is absolutely disgusting.
We reached out to representatives for Ellie Goldstein. She's a prominent model with Down syndrome. Her agent told us the use of AI to fetishize disabilities is
like, yo, that's just wild to me, bro.
Unacceptable, and called for social media platforms to take action.
Like, this is something that like literally affects their lives every day, and you're making thousands and thousands of dollars off something that hurts them, and at the same time fetishizing them, bro. Like, You're weird. You're weird, bro.
OnlyFans told us none of the linked accounts contained any content altered with AI, and Instagram's told us it's removed the profiles found to violate its policies.
Kudos to these platforms for taking a serious
Oh God, rare Instagram win, man. Rare Instagram win, bro.
stand on this. Oftentimes we don't see this from, social media platforms. They are usually view hungry, conglomerates who would do anything to keep people on their social media sites. But I am glad that they actually checked into these things, actually made responses to denounce the fact that they are any part supportive of any of this BS that's being put out on the internet. I want to go on a little rant here about fetish content and why it's bad. And I think as a black man, a dark-skinned black man, I can kind of speak to this from my own perspective. See, the problem with fetish content or fetishizing someone is that they become an object. They become a plaything. And if we look at the realities of the situation at hand, the one where there are AI Down syndrome filters, it puts out this conversation about, how somebody with Down syndrome doesn't have the mental capabilities. There's can be a power dynamic that can be put into place, and how ultimately you can take advantage with it being okay because she or he or whoever is participating is some sort of an adult. Look, full stop, faking any sort of disability is disgusting. We've seen that be played out on the internet many of times where people might be panhandling or asking for any sort of contributions to their life and their well-being, and then ultimately they end up being in some big old house that's real or whatever the case may be. They didn't need to beg, they said they had no leg or whatever the case may be. But what I find especially disgusting is when somebody takes advantage of the concept of being mentally disabled. Now, speaking from experience,
I will say this as somebody who does work in mental health, bro. So when you break an arm or a leg, you can, move the furniture around, and make life a little bit, easier to live for yourself while you're healing up, right? And you have like a projection of when your arm or leg is going to heal, right? So you can live relatively normal with a broken arm or a broken leg. When you have a broken mind, or a mind that doesn't work properly, I should say, it's very dark, bro. It gets very, very dark, and it requires you to have a source outside of yourself to help you orient through life, bro. Like, you really can't live life alone when you have mental disabilities. And the way people with mental disabilities have been treated in the past has been nothing short of horrific. So, it's crazy, bro, to see that now people are starting to fetishize them, bro. It's just kind of disgusting, bro. Well, it's just straight up disgusting.
I do have a lot of people in my family who are mentally disabled, whether it be with Down syndrome, whether it be with things like schizophrenia. And I find anybody that takes advantage of them, that lifestyle, and how society sees these people as deplorable as hell. And I love my cousins and my aunts and my uncles who all do have these things in their lives. And let's get clear, they're not suffering from these things. They are living with these things. They are thriving with these things. But what I find to be terrible is the fact that there will be people out there who would take how society sees those types of people, the people that have something going on mentally, and saying, hey, I am going to monetize it by faking it. I am going to make these people...
Yeah, that's just the most disingenuous thing you can probably do as a person, bro. Is like fake being something to get money out of society, bro. It's like... Jesus Christ.
The object of desires from a sexual nature. People taking advantage of people is wrong. People making people objects of desire is wrong, like full stop. So whoever is out here doing this OF fake gooning content using some filter or whatever, honestly, I hope you go to hell. Like, I'm not even joking. There's no sugarcoating about this. Go back and count how many times I've said disgusting in this video, but I have no sympathy for you, nothing to really give you here. We have to get some sort of AI regulations out, not only because of
bro, literally, bro, AI is getting way too out of hand, bro. AI is doing some absolutely wild shit out there, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, bro.
Different things that people can do on the phone, the voice and stuff like that, but those are decent face swaps. Like, not saying that I didn't believe that this was somebody who, like, I could see through it, but these face swaps are getting decent, and it's getting to the point where now people are harmed.
Like, it's getting harder and harder to tell what's real and what's not anymore, bro. Like, actually, I changed my mind. We're actually heading towards a dystopian society.
Whole communities trying to portray some sort of image about, you know, who these people are, what these people do, turning these people into fetishes that nobody even thought of.
Really, nobody thought of this fetish, bro. Who the fuck thought of this shit, bro? Who was like, looked at a Down syndrome person, I'm gonna make everybody try to fuck that. What the hell? What are you even on, bro? What the fuck?
And we also have to address the gooning epidemic. Like, the fact that people are gooning so hard that they would even
Hey, man, society is crazy, bro. Society is wild, bro. Society is heading towards a really crazy place, bro. But hey, man, appreciate y'all niggas for watching, bro. Like, subscribe, all that good shit, bro. Join the Discord, tap in with the YouTube, bro. Peace.